If you are just starting out with code development, this video will be interesting and full of knowledge. In this video, I will talk about compile time error in detail. I will also talk about different types of compile time errors and a few tips and tricks to resolve them. Let's get started. What is a compile time error? A compile time error is also known as syntax error, and it occurs when there is a problem in the code related to syntax. The compiler detects this error during the compilation process, hence it is called a compile time error. How to fix a compile time error? Compile time errors are usually easy to fix as they are often the result of simple mistakes in the syntax, such as missing a semicolon or forgetting to close a curly brace. Let's have a look at a simple program in C. Here, I have written a program to display a simple text on the output screen. If I run this program, it will work fine as it is free of any errors, and the program got compiled without any issues. Let's say I make a mistake in the syntax of the printf statement. I remove the semicolon at the end. Now, I will try to compile and run the code. As you see, the build failed as this program could not be compiled. It returned an error saying expected semicolon after the expression on line 4. This is a compile time error as it occurred during the compilation process. Now, I will add the semicolon and update the printf keyword to print. Let's compile and run the code to see what happens. The build failed again as the code could not be compiled. The compiler returned an error saying the print keyword is invalid. I will update it back to printf and compile the code again. If you see here, the code got compiled successfully. All these checks happened during the compilation process. Hence, these errors are called compile time errors. What are the different types of compile time errors? One common type of compile time error is the undeclared identifier error. This occurs when you use a variable or function that has not been declared or defined. I'll go back to the editor and explain to you with the help of a hands-on example. I will try to print a variable value that has not been declared. I will type printf within double quotes value of count is %d, count, ending the statement with semicolon. Let's compile and run this code. If you see here, the build failed with an error message saying undeclared identifier count. In order to fix this error, I will have to declare the variable count. I will go here and type int count equals to 0 followed by semicolon. Note that I am also initializing the value of count to 0. This is optional. However, it is a good practice to initialize a variable during its declaration. I will recompile the code. This time, the build got compiled successfully. Another type of compile time error is the incompatible types error. By the way, if you are finding value in this video, encourage me to create more videos like this by clicking the like and subscribe button. The incompatible types error occurs when you try to assign a value of one type of variable to a different type. Let's understand this with the help of a hands-on example. I will declare a pointer variable of the type int. I will go here and type int *ptr followed by semicolon. Now, let's say I assign a character value to this pointer variable. I will go here and type ptr equals to a, ending the statement with semicolon. I will compile the code again. If you see here, the compiler gave a warning saying incompatible integer to pointer conversion. Note that this is just a warning and not an error. If I build the code, it will be successful. However, this type of compiler warning will usually lead to a logical error. I will talk about logical error in a separate video. Do let me know in the comments if you want a video on this topic. Now, let's say I forgot to close this curly braces. I will delete this curly brace and build the code. If you see here, I received another compile time error saying expected curly brace. These are a few compile time errors you will commonly encounter during the coding process. These errors are usually easy to fix once you understand what the compiler is trying to tell you. It is important to remember that compile time errors are different from runtime and logical errors, which occurs when the code is executed and can be more difficult to troubleshoot. I have created a separate video for this. I will add the link in the description. Now, let's understand how to fix compile time errors. In order to fix compile time errors, it is helpful to use a text editor or integrated development environment, also known as an IDE, that highlights syntax and suggests corrections. It is also a good idea to familiarize yourself with the programming language and its syntax, as well as to practice debugging skills by working through examples and exercises. In summary, Compile time errors are mistakes in code that prevent it from being compiled. They are usually easy to fix once you understand what the compiler is trying to tell you. By using a good text editor or IDE and familiarizing yourself with the language, you can minimize the number of compile time errors and become more efficient and effective programmer. If you liked this video, please let me know in the comments below, and do not forget to click on the like and subscribe button. Thank you.